there's been a whole lot of misconception, just misrepresentation of information out there in the open. Okay, so today we're privileged to have the head of data mining and integration of the Cross River State Internal Revenue Service. I think he's an appropriate guy from the tax office to let's just debunk some of the major stuff out there.
The major challenges that this new tax reform has had is misinformation. So
Okay.
we have people, bloggers, they peddle a lot of information that
Like everybody is now like representing an information from the tax office.
exactly. The question I always ask is, if you want to get a textbook, where do you go to get this textbook?
The bookstore.
Bookstore. Why won't you want to go to the nightclub to get your book?
I didn't get that part. Right? Right?
Why wouldn't you? Because people at the nightclub, they'll
They'll
just
sell you
say,
a bottle of vodka.
of course, and they'll just say what they want to say. It doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Correct.
So, why do people that want to get the right information about taxes don't go to the tax authority? Why do they want to make do with what they find online, what the bloggers say, what people on the social media say? It doesn't just make sense.
There was also this speculation that you have to alter your narrative. Like everybody. I think I'm a victim to that. So this is also an avenue for me to learn. So would that come into any advantage altering your narrative?
Trust me, it won't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
So now, tax as an individual and as a business, what do I need to do? And a resident of Cross River State.
Okay. First of all, like the earlier question you asked, I just want to debunk some misconception people had about this new tax reform. If you remember at first, we were told that if you don't have a tax ID, your account will be locked.
Yeah.
You understand? That's not true. It has never been true. Bloggers just go around peddling this. People just on their mic and then start to say things they don't even know.
Okay.
In fact, the JRB, the Joint Revenue Board, has come out to also debunk this information. There's also this information that...
Sorry, let me just say, JRB and JTB, are they different entities?
It used to be JTB, which is the Joint Tax Board. But after the new tax reform and all of that, it has now been changed from Joint Tax Board to JRB, which is the Joint Revenue Board.
That's something there. Okay,
exactly.
can continue there.
So another misconception was if you provide your tax ID, that money will be deducted from your account arbitrarily. Who does that, Maurice? Which government would want to do that?
Right.
You understand? So again, that is not true. In fact, the executive chairman of the Cross River State Internal Revenue Service, Prince A. Dunokon, PhD, he has said, if anybody, anybody at all, know anybody or have any experience that their money from their account have been deducted, that they should please come to him, that you personally write.
Okay.
And now me too, I am telling you here that if you know of anybody, I will take you to
heard
my
that.
chairman. Yes.
Okay.
There's nothing like that.
That's some level of confidence, for the public too.
Exactly.
Okay.
So nobody takes money from your account, like just because some money has been paid into your account and the tax authority now you just no, that's not going to happen, please.
Okay. So just to lead us to the next phase of conversation, I've been seeing some information also on the internet that from the 1st of March, being like the first quarter, you can, walk into filing your tax return.
Okay.
So clarify more on that.
Yes, very, very well. And it will interest you to know that you don't have to literally come to the tax office.
Oh, wow.
All this can be done online. We have a whole lot of services that can be done online.
Okay.
In fact,
walk us through, please.
You can make your payments online without having to come to us. In fact, before the end of this, I'm going to give you the sites which you can go and then you see the processes. They are quite very easy.
Because they make us feel like you need to go to
No.
that word. It's, I don't know, it just makes a little people nervous in a way.
No, actually, you
So it's
don't
something
have
you can
to.
just stay on in the comfort of your work.
Exactly.
Great.
You just stay in the comfort of your home, of your office. You go to the website, which is crossriverpay.com. What you're expected to do when you go to the site is to register. Just like when you're doing you're ordering things from Jumia.
Okay.
You register, right?
Yeah.
So exactly the same too with this. You just register. Now the purpose
So
of
before this, you need to sign up for your tax ID, right?
okay. That brings up to another question. I don't know if you want me to talk about this
Yes,
now
please
or
talk, because I think this is more like the first thing you need to own as a Nigerian. Yeah.
exactly. So now we now have unified tax ID.
Okay. How can one get started to have a
Good.
tax
So
ID?
you go to the website, which is taxid.jrb.gov.ng. Now, it might interest you to also know that every Nigerian already have a tax ID. As long as you have NIN, it's already there. So all you have to do is just to go to that site, taxid.jrb.gov.ng,
Okay.
input your NIN, and then retrieve your tax ID.
Okay. So it's safe to say your NIN was some form of a lead into your tax ID.
Exactly.
Okay.
But again, the question people might ask is, for us, okay, before the tax ID, we had the TIN, which is the tax identification number, which individual states, each state had their own
TIN generation.
TIN, exactly. So the question I get a lot is, so what happens to my TIN, to my previous TIN?
Okay.
So for now, the TIN, the state's TIN, and the tax ID is going to go hand in hand.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but after a while, we are going to let go of the state TIN and then focus more on and why we are doing this because, people had the old TIN, the state TIN, and they have made payments to it. So we still need time to map out these transactions from the state TIN to harmonize exactly, and then fix it into the tax ID. And you agree with me that this is going to take a while.
Yeah, sure.
So if you have the state TIN, it's fine. If you have the tax ID, it's fine.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. So they are for now. It's going to be interchangeable. You could
use either of them.
For now, you can only use the state TIN to make your payment.
Oh, okay.
However, you can still retrieve your tax ID.
Okay.
You could just retrieve it and then hold. When more information comes about, we always let the public know that, okay, going forward, this is what you're supposed to do. Okay. But for now, we're still using the state TIN to make payments. While you can still go ahead and then retrieve your tax ID. Now, I'm speaking as Cross River State.
Okay.
Exactly. So talking about the...
how to properly file your tax return.
Now, you log into... You register on our site, which is the crossriverpay.com.
Okay.
It's just a few things you request for. You update you request for your TIN, and then you do your password.
Okay.
And then it's simple step, 2-step, and then you are signed up.
Okay.
Now the reason for this is because subsequently in the future, when you make payment for whatever taxes or levies you are paying for, once you log in, you see it on your dashboard what you've paid for. Everything is just in
plain sight.
Exactly.
Right.
So when you do that, now if you're filing, on the left hand side you have menus.
Okay.
So you see your payee filing, annual payee filing, filing monthly payee filing. You just go. It is easy. It's straight to the point. You tap on it, and then you fill in the necessary information and submit it. And the tax authority gets this information. So you do not necessarily need to come to any tax office. Exactly. The same thing with payments. Like I said earlier, you want to make any payment, if it's payee, it's direct assessment,
so
you want
just
to pay
on the site.
Anything you want, any payment you want to do.
Okay.
Just know what you are paying for. And once you know what you're paying for, then you are good to go.
Okay, let me rephrase that again. This is a question or an inquiry from somebody online. And it reads, I often receive large project funds from the company I work with or clients into my personal bank account. These funds are used entirely for mostly building projects, he's being specific now, or land survey execution. I only make a small personal profit / commission from them. Since the total inflow looks like a massive personal income on paper, how do I ensure I am only taxed on my actual earning, which is the profit, and not the gross project fund? What specific documentation do I need to prove to either the FIRS or State Revenue Service that these are business expenses or not my personal income?
See, that is why you have to declare your income. There's a form you give,
Okay.
which you have to declare your income, and then
Can that be done same online?
exactly.
Okay.
So you can declare your income and then state this deduction, what have been done, and so we know the actual income and your profit, so that we know how to do the necessary taxing.
There are people who are not really, they're not good with, the math of monetary values. They just spend and, okay, what's left, people would find it very hard because it leads to a little bit of a organization in terms of your finances. And it's more work for an individual. I don't know how, would we say this is where the narrative, naming comes in very handy.
You see, like I said earlier, whatever narration you want to put out there, it doesn't really count.
Okay.
Because we won't just tax you habitually. We always call you, and then if need be, we always call like, okay, explain this, or
okay.
In fact, when you file your returns, and you explain this in plain sight, you shouldn't have any issue. People think that this tax reform is it's here to punish citizens. I don't know why people have that, but that's not true.
We've never had it this strict or this close before.
I don't know because this new tax reform is to benefit the low income earners.
Exactly, because
yeah.
From my own research, it's more like targeted at the middle and
the high net worth people that
okay.
You will agree with me that not everybody pay taxes.
Yeah.
And that is, we just want to include everybody. We think it is not fair.
Okay.
Why the low income earners are paying and the high net worth people are not paying. So you just want to include everybody. If you are making that much, you should also
be able to.
Yeah, so that we could do something for the state. Because I always say, apart from the fact that taxes are a legal obligation, they are also civil responsibility. And the question I always ask is, you have your family, and every morning you prepare them for school, you drive them to school. Now, when you do those chores for your family, do you see them as
punishment,
or you see them as
obligation,
or you see them as what you should do?
Yeah.
How do you see it when you do these things for your family?
It's obligation. You just know that this is the right thing to do.
Exactly, because you know the benefit it will have on your family for the long run.
Stability.
Yes, exactly. You want them to do well.
Yeah.
So you have to give them this support. So if we, as perseverance, we can look at payment of taxes in this same way. We pay our tax, knowing fully well that the government is going to utilize our funds in the best way possible.
For the interest of...
Exactly, of the public. Do roads, hospital, and the like. So we should have that mindset and not feel that it's some kind of punishment. It's not.
Okay. Just I think on a final note, I just want us to an information that also it's on the media space that this is now on our brother state, which is Lagos State Government Internal Revenue Service. The new tax law empowers the state, which is Lagos State, to seize funds from bank accounts, friends, and family members. At what point does this come into effect?
Trust me, we're not going to get there.
Okay.
The fact is that, in fact, this law has
always been there.
But
okay.
Have you ever heard of it before anywhere?
Oh, great.
So
great.
Before it will get there.
So don't get to that point.
It will. In fact, it's a long process.
Oh,
before you even get there.
Okay, because some people came out trying to. I disassociate myself
So,
with
no.
with the family members of just trying
It,
to
it, it's
single themselves out.
it's the process of getting there. So let's not go there.
Okay, no. It's been amazing talking to you on this, and I'm sure we'd really want to talk more on different forms of how this affects businesses and especially the small business owners, because they are the one frantic about this whole tax, and also individual because they haven't had paid. I think they haven't been paying taxes, so it's more like a scary process for them. But like the taxman says, you can do this all in the comfort of your home or office via your mobile phone. Please run us through those websites again.
Okay, crossriverpay.com.
Okay.
That's a site where you can make your payments and file your returns, and then you can basically there's a whole lot of menu you could
Shuttle through.
shortly exactly
And also for your how to obtain your TIN.
exactly is there
Same
exactly.
Okay. All right.
We also have for the tax ID, we also have the taxid.gov. taxid.jrb.gov.ng
All right.
to retrieve your tax ID. Yes.
And just know that you have to have your NIN.
Exactly.
ready with
And the
you.
prerequisite for retrieving that is to having your NIN.
Oh.
Same goes to corporate bodies. You have your RC number.
Okay.
You put in your RC number and also retrieves your company
Tax ID.
tax ID.
Oh,
Exactly.
great.
So
It's been an amazing time, man.
thank you very much. It's wonderful being around.